My name is Ian, and because a viewer asked, today I'm going to break down my build so far on my 2023 Sur-Ron Jeremy. I'm also really excited to announce that I just started a website, iantricky.com, where I'll be selling e-moto parts like this. This is a carbon belt from Star Wheel. I stock all of the sizes, so if you've got a Re-Road, E-Ride, Sur-Ron, Triple X, Ventus, Falcon, Ultra B, any bike that uses a belt, I've got a carbon belt for you. These are double the tensile strength of a Gates belt, lasts twice as long. These are where it's at. It's a product that I'm pretty passionate about, so it'll be on my site. And soon there will be a lot more to come. But my next video, I'm going to give one of these away. So like, comment, and subscribe, because that's what you're going to need to do if you want to get one of these. Cannot do so much of that wheelie control. The front, up and down. Just don't look like that. Looks like this kind of. But you can see my screen. This is the first indicator. If my normal screen's on, that's what it is, natural. But if I'm in wheelie mode, you'll see the, oh shit, wheelie mode's already on? What's my battery percentage at? 80, oh shit. Alright, we'll do a couple wheelie mode wheelies so you can just look at, I'll show you the difference. Yeah, it just sits there, and I usually let go with my left hand for wheelie mode. Why not? Oh man, I just hold it in that one position. The only time it really goes up and down in wheelie mode is like, so check it, I'll go 46 degrees, or like 50. I'll go back so far to regen, it'll slow you down. And then you tap your brakes to bring you down, your front wheel down, and you've still got the throttle on, and it'll take off. So it'll look kind of like a normal wheelie. It'll speed up when you hit the brake though, and slow down when you let go of it. It's a weird thing. That's the wheelie mode screen right there. Not the speedometer, not the normal screen when I'm just wheeling that hell natural. Way different type of wheelie. But oh, we got a lot of wind today. That's not good. Wheelies don't mix very good. About to my storage unit, so real quickly, wheelie mode screen. You see that purple number on the screen? That's wheelie mode. If you don't, you're not. Also, the front wheel stays in one lock position. Wheelie mode. Or coincidence, but... And then third and foremost, especially when my foot brake's not working, which is right now, here's one-hander. There's no way I'm letting go of this without, or for a long time, you know. Normally I would let go when I was chasing a wheelie, not in balance point, or I'd let go because I've got my foot brake working. But honestly, still, if my foot brake's working, I pull it up real steep to do like knee knockers and stuff, but I drop it down low for one-handers, so when I pull that throttle, I don't loop. Yeah, baby. Woo! All right. Now let's break down this build. Well, I think we'll start at the front and move to the back. So, working our way in, I've got pillow top grips on a Magura quarter turn throttle. And to be honest, I've got an FX throttle on the way, but more about that later. Titan controls, 360 camera mount, and this is a master cylinder for a KTM 250. Big old front brake line going down to a front brake that I built, Velar Sport rotor. That bracket right there is made by a guy named Seth Killian. He's on YouTube and Facebook. He will be selling a brake kit with this bracket and probably that master or something similar. So if you're looking for these brakes, he'll be selling either the exact same ones or something similar soon. So I got the Warp 9 handlebars, the Warp 9 direct mount. I had both of those on here before I was riding. I bought this bike not running, and I put those on in my 58 tooth chainring before I even rode it once. Got the yellow headlight. It's not a Baja, it's just a knockoff one. That's a Honda like 110 number plate. The fenders and shit I change all the time. I'll actually be making a video probably soon. I'm gonna be putting a mix of a KTM and a Husqvarna, a 65 and 85 front end on, kind of like moto mats, but I'm gonna do it a little different. For my rear brake, I got the Brembo Master, and I've got the EBR dual caliper kit. And just real quickly, I'll blast over here and tell you this is I'm a bit of a modder, so got a YZ250 lever and master cylinder on that, and it just gives you a lot more modulation and feeling. It feels more appropriate, like a dirt bike. The budget foot brake that comes from EBR, this part of it isn't great. The calipers are fine, but basically I just had to cut a little rectangle right in here on the lever on the back side because the EBR mount is different. It's not a circle like that, so I cut a rectangle inside of the circle, pushed that on. When I had the master cylinder from EBR, I had to file this part right here a little skinnier so it could fit in there, but now with the actual YZ250 Master, it fits fine. So, and without a spring on this thing is juicy. Sometimes I'll put a spring from here to like here, or I'll put it from like this, where the pin goes through there to there, but it's just really not necessary. Moving back around to the front, we got the Brembo Titan Controls regen lever, another pillow top grip, so now we'll go down. Got the Reflosa Hawk 32 Pro forks. That's one of my favorite parts I put on this bike yet. It's absolutely amazing. I got 228 mils of travel, 55-pound spring, which is the stiffest for that size. And then you get a 60-pound and 203-millimeter travel. Yeah, it's the Pro, so you can see here you got the beefy head tube. And I've already put out a video about this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I scratched that sticker off, but as you can see, the fork isn't scratched at all. I reckon ripped that sticker off the side, so holding up great. Moving down, we did the brake already. I got a MX-34 front tire on a Warp 9 19-inch front rim. Got a 16-inch rear. And I love these dirt wheels. I almost never ride my street wheels anymore, but I do have milk racing, supermotos, and I've got my 1919s with my dual sport wig racing tires on them. So here's kind of the heart of the bike. This is where I get most of my views. It's from this Titan controller, the wheelie controller. I rode here mostly without wheelie mode, turned on for just a little bit at the end. And I love wheelie mode, honestly. I don't use it very often. I usually ride dirt, but it's nice to be able to let go and not loop and shit. So, but at the same time, I stay in practice without wheelie mode because, well, I gotta be able to ride with the boys, right? So. Moving down here, this is a Tusk Easy Glide bash guard. That's another thing I want to get on my website, hopefully soon. I know of one person I can talk to that said that they wholesale those, or they get those wholesale for their store, so I'm gonna see if I can get him to tell me how to do that so I can as well. This shift lock is from MXP Designs. Definitely look them up. They're fucking awesome. My pegs are also MXP Designs. I had prickly pegs. They are right here. See them? And I prefer these. They're kind of like the prickly MX. I got black on this side and chrome on this side right now. It's kind of for fun. But yeah, MXP Designs, you can look them up on TikTok or their website. They sell moto brakes, shift locks. Really cool thing about this shift lock is the actual peg is nice and low and out of the way. So when I'm riding dirt and jumping and stuff, yeah, it could potentially hit stuff, but my foot doesn't get caught under it. So I wrecked with my Factory Z, which was nice because I could use a peg lowering kit with it. It mounts to the peg mounting bolts instead of the bash guard bolts. So, but yeah, my foot would get caught under it. I wrecked a few times like that, and it did not feel great. As you can see, I got the Tusk rear triangle, and I've got the Warp 9 0.75 riser linkage, and that is magnesium to match my direct mount up there. I've got still the stock KKE rear shock, but I've got a 650-pound spring on it. It's nice and stiff to match my forks. Still have a stock battery and motor. That wrap on the battery is a chameleon carbon fiber. I figured everybody's got the forged carbon, so, well, I do have a roll of it right there in that bag. I'm waiting for a different battery before I put that on. I am getting some side fairings, or I have the side fairings. I'm still waiting on the fender that fits. Otherwise, I'll probably modify this one and put those on when I put on my next motocross number plate. I got the SKDA seat cover. I've got Enjoy and number 1 gripper as well. Everybody's got guts, so I just tried all the other brands, I guess, or a few of them. I got a rock light where I used to have a brake light. And I like that because I don't really need a brake light. Probably don't need a headlight most days either, but I definitely don't want to take that off because you never know. Here's where I mounted my screen for my Titan controller, and I'll show you why. Because right there it's easy to see, and as you can tell, if I lean it this far forward, I can't turn the forks too far to hit it. So it works just fine. And if I'm riding really aggressively, I will turn it like this. Oops, that's the wrong adjustment. This one, turn it this way, and then I'll fold it in here. I don't normally have this pouch on. I just use that to ride here today. But yeah, I can tighten up here, and what I did is I just put a mount on my battery lid. I've got a different one on my carbon battery lid, but yeah, I can just hook these cell phone mounts right up to it. Boom. 58 tooth rear sprocket and 54 on my milks, but I prefer 58. Got a non O-ring chain. Always put dice on my valve stem caps. I love the little dice. They're freaking cool. I've even got on like BMX bikes and stuff. I've got a ton of dice. If you need some, hit me up. But yeah, I think that's everything that's on my bike for now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll try to answer. But now I'm going to tell you about my next steps. So next upgrade is for sure the FX throttle. That will be here any day now. And I'll be comparing those in a video because I've now had 4 different types of throttles and I can definitely say which one's best. But I gotta ride the FX first and I gotta get the footage before I can make that video. After that, I'm going to get a Sur-Ron motor, and I believe I'll be going with the encoder. Now that I have the upgraded controller, might as well enjoy that. And I have not landed on a battery yet, but probably a Morge 72 volt, just let them make it for me. Main thing is I don't need a huge battery. I want 72 volts, but I'm not looking for 1,000,000 miles of range. I'm looking to keep the weight down as much as possible, but get as much power out of it as I can. So Sur-Ron motor, any 72 volt battery. Not sure which order I'll get those in because the Sur-Ron motor is a little cheaper, so I might just do that first. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. My next video, or whenever I do my video for belts, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, but I will look back to this video and make sure you commented on this too. That's going to be the kicker in the giveaway. So let's see. There's also just a couple things, like I've got some titanium brake rotor bolts, titanium rear axle, tusk axle block locks. I've still got the stock jack shaft, but I just worry about, greasing the bearings and taking care of it. Maybe I'll upgrade it soon. I haven't broken it yet. So I'll see how bent it is next time I pull it out and change my belt though. I've got this kickstand on here which does nothing because I got 16-19 wheels and a super long front fork, so I just haven't taken it off yet. I've got the JFG peg brace. I had another one and a peg lowering kit on here. I've had different peg mounts, but with the foot brake, being here, And the stock foot brake is a little different too. So like you had to be in the back position of the stock one. So I can move this forward because of this arch here. But now you put this forward, which lines up with this one in the middle position, and now the brace can go in the back. It used to have to be the brace in the middle and the pegs at the back. I actually don't really feel that much of a difference when I move my pegs around. But my jet tag is also MXP Designs. A little something about MXP Designs. How I found them was actually not from buying MXP Designs parts. The owner of MXP Designs sold me these wheels. He sold me this direct mount, these Warp 9 bars. He sold me my first set of, well, my second upgraded brake, a TRP rear. I don't know what all I bought from him, but I bought a ton of parts from him. Like, I honestly will buy anything they make. I wish I didn't already have moto brakes because I would probably buy his.